What's up, guys? Ricky Rolla here, and I want to share some truth with you about letting go of certain relationships in your life so that you can make room for new, better relationships to come in. And I just want to share some truths and some higher level thinking about your view of relationships. And this could be, maybe you're building your social circle. Maybe this could be looking for that next romantic relationship, getting a girlfriend, or even relationships with friends and buddies. If you probably saw my post yesterday, I just kind of cleaned house and cut a lot of people off, cut a lot of friends off that are just not adding value to our friendship, or being very selfish, one-sided about it, and just trying to see what they could take rather than what they can give. And part of this is scary for people. Part of it is you don't want to let go of your friends. Maybe sometimes you're like, well, I grew up with that person. I have such good memories of them. But we got to understand, you got to come to a higher level of thinking with relationships in general. And this will help you, give you the freedom to let go so that you can make room for the new relationships. Because a lot of times at the beginning, you're just focused on what you can lose. You're like, oh, if I lose that friendship, I'm going to be alone. Well, within loneliness is freedom, and that's what I've been teaching guys. I was talking to a student today who was trying to get over this girl who has this powerful, almost effect on him. And I was like, dude, you got to let it go. You got to focus on elevating yourself. Stop being half a gangster and stop trying to I'll just be friends with her with this and figure out a way to mesh in while working on myself. It's just let it go. Because in truth is, you got to elevate yourself. You got to always focus on your personal success. And then the people that you let go, if they're meant to be in your life, they will come back to you. They will come back into your life. And you got to start thinking of relationships from a higher paradigm. Everyone just wants to have a friend, and that's going to be their best friend forever, and it's going to last forever, right? Well, that's not actually how relationships work. Everyone wants to find that one person, and that they're going to be their soulmate forever, And take it from someone who's actually found soulmates. They're not always meant to be in your life forever, too, right? Everything is changing and growing, right? And it's just kind of like the seasons. Your relationships with people should be like the seasons. Sometimes you meet someone and you're best friends, but you only meet them for a day. Maybe you want to hook up with a girl and have a one-night stand, but it's only for a day. Maybe you meet someone and you have fun adventures with them over the summertime. Maybe you meet someone and you're friends with the whole year, or maybe you catch up. There's a regular time around the year that you guys catch up together and rekindle that friendship or that relationship, right? So you got to be willing to let go of relationships to make way of the new. And a lot of people, they're scared to do that. They're like, oh, I want to wait till new people come into my life. I want better friends. I know deep down I'm not being treated the way I should be treated by my friends, but I want to wait till the friends come to let these other friends go. But that's not how life works. You have to let go first to make room for those better relationships to come. And really it starts with being comfortable being alone. The one major hack through all this is to be comfortable being alone. There's going to be periods of time when you're alone. As an alpha, you're going to be alone, and you have to be okay with that and actually learn to enjoy it. And when you learn to enjoy it, you learn to enjoy your solitude, you can take it or leave it. You can come into any relationship and take it or leave it. And if they bring bad behavior into that relationship, you have no problem letting it go, right? Because you know that you are always growing. You're always getting stronger. You're always becoming better. You're always working on yourself. So you can take confidence to let that person go. Because a lot of people may think, well, I don't want to be a dick. But actually the higher level of loving someone is growing, having enough love for them to let them go so that they can grow to their best version. Sometimes people need pain, right? Sometimes you're like, well, I don't want to cause that person pain. Well, pain is where growth is, right? You can't grow without pain. You can't grow without discomfort. So maybe you walking away from that relationship is going to be the pain needed for them to motivate themselves to step up. And really by you staying, it's enabling them to have shitty behavior, which is then also bringing you down. All right. As the conscious alpha, you got to be always leveling yourself up and then bringing people up to your level, setting boundaries for yourself of what type of behavior you're willing to have around you. Just an example, even today, not to throw all my family drama out, but just to show a real story of this. I was talking with my uncle, and I was like, dude, can you slow down on the level of articles you send me? He sends me a ton of articles and just spams me. And I was like, I was putting a boundary, it's overwhelming, it's distracting, I hardly ever read them. Just send me one and then wait until I read that and respond to send me another, right? Just a simple boundary, right? And then he actually unfriended me. He actually ghosted me. And I was like, well, there you go. Like, there you go. That actually saves me time. You know, I love him. I wish the best for him. If it's meant to be, we'll see each other again. But at the same time, too, I'm not afraid to let someone go, even if it's a family member, because just because they have that title of family member or friend or whatever, doesn't mean beneath the surface they're trying to bring you down, right? If you have ambitious goals, if you're trying to accomplish something in life, whether that be your higher purpose, your dating life, your lifestyle, something you've never done before, by default, everything is working against your psychology. So you have to take it seriously. You know, it's like my mentor, Mitch Miller, said, and if you haven't watched that or listened to that podcast, Pathway to Mastery, he talks about this, you know, going from homeless to becoming a multimillionaire. You have to, it's get rich or die trying. That's the mindset. And it's not a joke. You have to take that seriously, right? And so you have to remove people out of your life that think that's funny, or, you know, think that's a game, or, okay, you know, they're crabs in a bucket pulling you down, so that you can make room for people that have the same goals as you. And it's amazing, like, you'll meet people that you become instant best friends with. I meet guys all the time, like either building their dating coaching company or just ambitious entrepreneurs or other guys that want to be successful with women, and we become best friends, right? And we immediately are synergistically working together to help build each other up. And that's what a brotherhood should be. That's what true friendship should be. So really ask yourself, stop and take a look at the people around you. You know, it's the beginning of a month. We're in dead of summer, right? This is the time to get shit done. Ask yourself, are the people around me supporting me? Who am I afraid to disappoint? Who am I afraid to share my goals with? Maybe that's someone you shouldn't have in your life. You know, maybe you're afraid to share your goals with them because you think that they'll tell you no or bring you down. Well, if that's the thing, they need to go. You know, they need to go. That you're not supposed to be around them at this part of your life. Now, you're gonna have many chapters in your life. You're gonna meet many people, and if you want that actual fun lifestyle, you know, of travel and adventure and fun, this is what it takes. 90% of men won't do this. And I was talking with Patrick Red. It's another great podcast you can check out. And he kind of helped set that for me too. It's like a lot of guys, they like the idea of this. They like to mentally masturbate. They like to dream about this. To actually put it in action, they fail. They won't do it. They're not willing to make the sacrifices for their own success. So this is a challenge for you. This is a challenge to step up, right? If you're committed to actually doing and getting what you want out of life, what are you willing to sacrifice? Who are you willing to sacrifice so that you can make room for those better relationships? I love you. I wish the best for you. Peace, my friend.